What are the easiest and safest ways to trade cryptocurrencies? Cryptocurrency exchanges. To buy cryptocurrencies, the buyer needs a place where these currencies are traded. Like beverages and food, cryptocurrencies are also traded on marketplaces. These marketplaces are digital exchanges where buyers and sellers meet. With enough users, it's possible to buy and sell cryptocurrency at any time on these exchanges. When trading cryptocurrencies, one should select one of these reputable exchanges and never buy from private individuals or over-the-counter markets where the risk of fraud is high. Most cryptocurrency exchanges are centralized. This means that there is a company behind these exchanges that enables trading, holds the coins while they are in one's account with the exchange, and is responsible for preventing money laundering and other frauds. Examples for cryptocurrency exchanges are Binance, Huobi, or KuCoin. How to pick an exchange. When choosing an exchange, one should consider 3 points. First of all, the exchange should be well known and well received. It is useful to read up on the company behind the exchange and search blogs, YouTube, and other forums for opinions about the platform. Secondly, the fees should be transparent. Anybody can quickly check the website what they pay per trade and if there are any deposit or withdrawal fees. Finally, there should be security options like two-factor authentication. If the exchange offers such options, it is highly advisable to use them to minimize the risk of losing money through a stolen password. Two-factor authentication is based on a password and a specially generated random number from your smartphone. Cryptocurrency wallets. Even if it is possible to simply have cryptocurrencies on the exchange where they were bought, this is not recommended to store coins in this way. Exchanges are centralized, and so there have been hacks and scams in the past where investors lose their money. Thus, it is generally safer to store cryptocurrencies in a separate wallet where no one else has access to the funds. Wallets in general. Wallets are generally like bank accounts where one can store his or her cryptocurrencies, except there is no bank, and the coin holder only needs the so-called private key to access his funds and prove that he is the actual owner of those funds. This private key should only be known to you, and you should never give the key to someone else, especially on the internet. Without the private key, your money will be lost forever. There is also a public key. This key is used to generate a wallet address for receiving transactions and be given to other people. It is possible to calculate the public key with the private key, but not the other way around. So only with a public key, it is impossible to access the funds in one's wallet. Different kinds of wallets. There are different types of wallets that vary in comfort and security. Hot wallets. There are hot wallets. These are connected to the internet. An example is an online wallet. These are online services that allow access to cryptocurrencies from any browser with an internet connection. This type of wallet is easy to target from anywhere, but it is not the safest way to store cryptocurrencies, as they can be targeted by hackers or phishing attacks. One example for an Ethereum online wallet is myetherwallet.com. Similar to online wallets are software wallets. They can be installed on a computer or smartphone and are also connected to the internet, which opens some security risks from hackers. If private keys are kept on a computer or smartphone, then hackers can always steal the key. Common examples for software wallets are MetalMask or Trust Wallet. Cold wallets. On the other hand, there are cold wallets. These are offline and only connected to the internet for trading transactions and are therefore considered more secure. One type of cold wallet is the paper wallet. With a paper wallet, the public and private keys are generated offline and printed on paper. It is easy to store cryptocurrency keys offline, but the paper should be kept in a secure location such as a bank vault or a safe. If someone wants to initiate a transaction and use their private key in an online environment, please ensure that the computer used is secured via reputable antivirus software. and that physical and logical access to the computer is restricted to trusted users only. The same applies to the generation of the private key. Otherwise, there is the same risk as with the use of an online wallet. One worldwide commonly used paper wallet generator is bitaddress.org. By far the most secure way to store cryptocurrencies is a hardware wallet. The wallet is stored on a physical device such as a hard drive or USB stick that contains private keys. It allows transactions to be verified on the computer. Even with access to the computer, a hacker can't steal the private keys and access the hardware wallet. Therefore, hardware wallets like the Ledger Nano S or X are considered the most secure, but also the most expensive way to store your cryptocurrencies. If the device is lost or stolen, there is usually a way to recover it, as long as the owner still has the individual recovery phrase generated when the hardware wallet was set up. This phrase should be stored in a safe place like the paper wallet. Your choice of wallet depends on how often you trade or transfer cryptocurrencies and what security measures you want to take. I hope you enjoyed the video and learned something new. If so, please like and share the video with your friends. If you want more information, check out our other videos on cryptocurrencies.